What's up, Easy Baker? So for today's video, we're going to be making some good old southern black eyed peas. These black eyed peas are foolproof and so delicious. So if you haven't already, follow me on Instagram at Daverney Freeman. And let's go ahead and be a gang by hitting that subscribe button. So let's jump into the video. Well, first you're going to do what my grandma do, and that's fry up your vegetables. You're going to take a half a stick of unsoftened butter, and you're going to add some onions to this, as well as some diced up bell peppers. Since my stove is on a medium high, my onions and bell peppers are not going to take too long to cook down. You're just going to cook them down until your bell peppers are soft and your onions are translucent. So you guys, these are the same black eyed peas that I had on my Instagram post. So this is how you make them. Once your vegetables begin to soften up, you're going to add 3 to 5 garlic cloves minced up. Give that a stir around and let it cook until you start to smell your garlic. So once your garlic is done cooking, you're just going to set this aside and get working on your peas. When I tell y'all it took forever for me to find some ham hocks, honey, I mean forever. So I done set that aside. Now I'm working on my ham hocks. I'm going to take a heavy duty pan, get my big old ham hocks, toss them in that pan, and toss everything in that pan. So I end up going to Kroger and found these ham hocks that is a little salty, but they're ham hocks, so that means you don't have to add that much salt. So now I'm just adding those vegetables that I just fried up to this pan, and I'm going to add my black eyed peas that I have soaked overnight in some water so I don't have to cook them for that long. So yeah, now I'm going to add a can of tomatoes because I do like my black eyed peas juice to be thicker than a Snickers like me, so that's what I do. So I'm going to go ahead and add that. I'm also going to add some chicken broth. I did use 32 ounces of chicken broth. You can use water if you don't have any chicken broth. So you're just going to go ahead and add that entire box to your pot. I did try to use like the 34% less sodium just to take out some of that added salt, because pork is very salty and you don't want to over season your food. And like anything else, beans taste better the next day. So you're just going to go ahead and mix everything around to make sure that your ham hocks and your beans are completely covered with the liquid. You want your liquid to be completely over your beans like such. Then you're going to go ahead and add your spices. I added a little bit of creole seasoning, onion powder, garlic powder, a little bit of chicken bouillon powder with some black pepper. Give that a good stir around. Then you want to go ahead and put your lid on this and let these bad boys cook down, baby. You're going to come back and stir them around frequently just to make sure nothing is burning and your meat and everything is cooking well. And if you need to add more liquid to it, so you're just going to be checking on it frequently but letting it cook. All right, you guys, so it has been an hour. My beans been on medium, cooking on medium temperature, and it has, as you can see, it has reduced down quite a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and stir it around just to make sure nothing is burning. Then I'm going to do what we do? We're going to taste it. This is our broth. We're just trying to adjust those flavors if we need to adjust them. And once I taste this, I was like, okay, so I need to add more liquid. It's a lot of flavor in this broth, so I'm going to add water. Now, if it was very bland, don't add any more seasoning. Oh, well, you can. You just got to be careful because beans and stuff soak in all of this flavor. And if you feel like it may not be that flavorful, go ahead and maybe add a pinch of salt just to enhance your flavors if it's not tasting like anything. But be very careful with adding salt because, girl, it will definitely get salty on your ass. So now it's still cooking. I had to put it in the back because it is New Year's and I got to cook my cabbage and everything else. So you're just going to continue to cook this on a medium heat, stirring it around frequently until your beans are tender and your meat comes to 165 degrees. and they should be looking about like this. My beans are nice and done. It took about 2 hours to cook, and I let them rest off the heat for 10 minutes just so that all the flavors can be soaked into just the goodness of it. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate you. I will talk to you on my next video. To the little girl.